execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Stewart.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And a missed opportunity on third down. Defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Looking for room. It's Young.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cuevas. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Got it behind the line. It's Adams. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the 1st down.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Oh, man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 72 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line. Finding open areas. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll try the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moore to the air. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. And some room to work. Runs through the tackle. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They go to the draw. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Brings it. Get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Finds a little space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you got to have your big boys up front, creating you some time, buying you some time, and he starts all the way on the right side, comes to the left. What do you have to see? You have to see the coverage as you come across the formation. He runs to green grass, finds space, QB leads him. Nice, big, explosive play for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Has it back, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
There's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Bryant. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Bryant. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts out. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line. Guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Moving out of the pocket. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's why as a defense it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
They punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Young. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, better look out! A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Man, think this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Quarterback may change this route. Moore to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
That's reeled in. It's Stewart. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Bryant. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Moore will throw. Moving out to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Here's fourth down and down 2 scores. They'll go for it here in the fourth quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. Touchdown Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The screen, and watch out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Touchdown time. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Drills him with the stiff arm.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions.
field position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Pass, it's Simpson. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throw away, now setting up fourth.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Starts to scramble to the left. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but with a big gain. Has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, they're showing run to the left. They're trying to go bootleg back to the right, but you're seeing the speed defensively, sideline to sideline. They do such a good job in pursuit. It's going to be hard for this offense, I think, to use their speed in the misdirection game going to the perimeter.
The give out of the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. To the air, it's Simpson. He wants to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game, and the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Working that left side. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throwing right, and it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
To throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Thrust that arm out. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simpson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moore to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Scrambling away. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there. And they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Coming out with it, it's Adams. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets... Ball in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Stewart.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Whittington. Turning it on. They're able to keep stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Slams ahead. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field.
Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
But you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Situational awareness is so important for quarterbacks, and you've got to know where you are on the field. On third down, you can't take a sack because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to at least come away with 3 points. But after racing around and scrambling, holding on to the football, you've now been sacked. You're now
throws toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Might be looking to run. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's a draw. Trucks through the defender. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Moving away from pressure. On target to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. Trying to do it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And he added the extra point.
That makes the score Oregon 31, Alabama 7.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here in the game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moved.